Stardom 101. Stardom 101. Stardom 101.
Stardom 101.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast. Shining light on today's tastemakers
and innovators.
Keep it with your host, Christopher Boykin.
It's the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast.
Welcome back once again, ladies and gentlemen, to the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast here on iHeartRadio. We thank you guys once again for being diligent, consistent people who literally want to get the best episodes from the up-and-coming rising talent all over and globally. I'm your host, Chris Boykin, of course, and today we're talking with someone who's blending music, technology, AI, and creatively in a way that's making people really rethink the future of entertainment and what it could look like. Joining us today is a New York-based keyboardist. He's a composer. He's a producer. He's a creative innovator. He goes by the name of Caskeyboardproducer. My guy is in the building. What's going on, friend? How you feeling, man?
I'm great, man. Great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. You work with some, my goodness, I'm looking at your resume. I'm like, holy moly, Joey Badass, Zombies 3, collaborations with Action Bronson, Luke Combs. I can go on and on and on and on, man. How is it literally you continue to keep doing these things at this level, man? You're working on an upcoming gospel project,
Yep.
Signals in the Rain.
Came out.
Oh my God. All right, we got so much to talk about. Cool. I'm just like, yeah, seriously. For people discovering you for the first time, for our audience,
yeah, for sure.
literally, what first inspired you to get into the music journey? Like, where did your journey come from? Was it passed down? Was
For
it
sure.
self-taught? How'd that work?
Well, a couple of things. My
Okay.
great-grandfather played with Tchaikovsky.
Wow.
So music is in my blood. He utilized music, or my great relative. I think it was my relative, because my father is a musician. My grandfather is a musician, and so we use music. And it's called Weinbrand's Orchestra, my last name. So it's like they utilize music to escape the pogroms and the Russian destruction of. So we utilize music to immigrate out of and escape.
Wow.
So music has been really like spiritual for my family, my father, like myself. So my father is a failed musician, but he's an incredible like person and an inspiration. So I was lucky to have like a father who he wanted me to. So I mean, he started me early. He taught me how to play early, but I also fell in love with the music process. And I also fell in love with media and everything else around it. So it's like I knew this life was going to be for me. I mean, when I was 12 years old and I heard Eminem, I was like, I told my parents that that's what I want to do. I want to go into production because I liked all the different kinds of music. And I was like, when Dr. Dre was able to manipulate the funk samples, and Eminem was able to to be able to express himself freely in a new kind of way, that inspired my journey into musicology. And then I saw the Blues Brothers 2000. And I was like, that's what I really want to do. Because the musicology aspect, not just playing one style of music. It's like, and just falling in love with the musicology. So it's like music was for me, music media. So it's like, I knew this was for me when I was a young kid. I actually even got a degree at Purchase Conservatory in Westchester.
Wow. Okay.
So it's like, I dedicated my life, and I'm grateful for my family to like support it, and it's introduced me to this day, and it's like, so it's like, that's why, it's really important, that what I do is like, I'm very grateful, and that it's all connected. I was raised in churches and in the church, but it's like, I also have like a spiritual, I love the music, and I feel like there's the spiritual quality of music is just real. That's what it keeps me inspired.
My goodness. Wow.
So it's like, this path has really been for me. And then after college, right before I got graduated, Mac Miller, rest in peace, came through, and he heard me practicing and got my information. And then in 2011, I got discovered by Statik Selektah and Action Bronson, played keyboards on the Well Done record. Yeah. So it's like, and then 2012, I met Joey Badass, and then
going on and on and on.
And then in 2019, I tried to to become like independent from them because the politics of the game, and we could talk about this later. But it's like, and then it's like, then I won a contest myself, and that's what got me up to Zombies 3, and then with Disney, and then from there I got a placement. I got a featured in the Nashville Scene Music magazine, and that's when Luke Combs reached out to me to collaborate, and that's what inspired Signals in the Rain, my recent album that I'm making movies for now with technology.
Okay,
So
so what inspired this project, Signals in the Rain? I mean, it,
well,
it sounds deeply personal, first of all.
yes.
Talk about that so listeners can walk away with a better understanding of that project.
For sure. So, the whole entire thing is I feel like life is about signals in the rain, like
Mm,
mysterious signals, mysterious, even this communication, mysterious, just the whole entire, signals of life in a
mhm,
sense. So, like when Luke Combs randomly contacted me and he heard about me and then we developed an opportunity where he sent me guitar samples and I utilized the new technology to write these spiritual songs and then get
mm,
connected with another songwriter at the same time. It was like, what is going on? Like,
I
why?
see,
I feel
I
like there
see.
was like a divine and also all the songs are about redemption and are about like different signals of life that that we have.
Mhm,
For somebody forgetting like to give you somebody a call or I mean to morals and manners and
mhm.
and just and even like the opportunities of like the concepts of grief and like negativity and like trying to
Negativity,
turn the
yep.
negative
Mhm,
trying to be positive for through the negativity and I mean and then through birth and then and just being grateful and peace trying to find peace
wow,
through it all
that's
and
good,
then even
Cass.
finding and then turning this concept into like a story of finding love.
Mhm,
So it's like it's a multimodal and then utilizing the technology itself to create new ways of what the signals of the rain is. Blending
mm,
the genres, blending the cultures, blending the concepts together. So it's real. I mean, I'm really happy to be blessed to have, have it,
mhm.
and I'm sure trying to put it out there as many ways as possible. I mean, and seeing what happens with it. I'm
With it,
grateful
yeah.
that it's released as an album, but I mean, I'm trying to turn it into a musical. So that's what I'm
Mm,
really working on right now. But it's like it's concepts.
it's
So, I
concepts.
mean, it's I'm really yeah, I mean, that's the whole entire point. It's a conceptual musical, music album. It's like a
Mhm,
concept album, but
mhm.
with modern technology.
Speaking of
So,
modern technology, some people
yeah.
fear, not everybody, some people fear this thing surrounding AI and music right now. For you, what do you believe AI can actually empower artists to do instead of kind of replacing them? It's
Well,
yeah. Tell me what you think, Cass.
there's a lot of opportunities regarding what AI does.
Okay.
There's auto song, there's
Mm-hmm.
auto compose, like
Mm,
auto song and auto compose like Suno and Udio. There's auto image
mm,
with what ChatGPT could do. There's auto animation, which what Meta AI can do. And
okay.
then there's auto video, which the Google could do. So now, and then there's this program called Freebeat AI that
Mm,
basically is able to take lyrics and music and an image and make a whole entire music video that you have to edit. You
what?
have to curate.
Oh,
Yes. So if
what?
you're not looking at, I mean, and there's this other program called InVideo, and then it's like if you understand what the filmmaking or animation process is, or if
Okay.
you're if you're a truly true like storytelling songwriter, these tools create more opportunities for you not to be only for me not to be only a producer, but now I'm a director.
Ah,
So
I see.
it's
You
like
wear another
auto
hat.
tune
Okay.
that's the whole entire beauty. So now my songs have more reach as ideally because I'm creating new kinds of visuals for them. But I
Mm,
also believe that this is going to introduce fans to create new kind of value for songs that never had visuals before through the
hmm.
process of utilizing the automated image to create more lyric videos, to create
Okay.
more better lyric videos, to maybe have better performance background the images instead of playing with a static image that
Hmm.
doesn't do anything, having images that reflects the music itself.
Hmm.
So I created an AI with Meta AI that makes 10 images in it's called AI Architect, and it makes 10 images in seconds, basically. But I'm trying to train it and trying to introduce it to artists and creators that it could be utilized for lyric videos,
Okay.
be utilized for performance videos, visuals, and
Hmm.
how to be utilized for more amplification of the song, of the performance. So
Hmm.
you're going to a performance and it's like you see the performing video and you see a movie that's inspired by the same performance,
Mm.
ideally, an immersive experience. So that's where I believe AI is going. Now, the whole entire problem is that at the same time, by creating these programs that anybody can utilize, we need
Mhm.
to define And also the other way that AI is utilized is through accounting. My favorite thing, and one of my favorite programs is Muso AI, and I'm a
Okay.
brand ambassador. And it's like it's able to show me as a composer my credits, like Static and Action Bronson and all the different people. They
Yeah.
always gave me my credit, and even except for the Luke Combs situation, he signed my agreements, giving me likeness, name, image, to likeness for his songs to be utilized, or for the guitar work to be utilized for Signals in the Rain that he played half the songs on. So it's I mean, I just want to make sure, I'm always protected regarding, and then so it's like, but also that also really regarding the compensation. It's like if you're part of a million stream song,
Wow.
like shouldn't you get compensated instead of being divided? And like that's the whole entire beauty. But it's also really saying what's going on. Like I think the point is AI is here to heal human made problems.
Oh,
And I think
okay.
one of
I
the
see,
biggest
Cass.
issues is the streaming royalties. That's the
Okay.
biggest issue.
I
So
see.
it's like if you give everybody the power to make music, it's creating slop that is overwhelming the systems. But who are the real creators? The creators who are making movies, who are making musicals, who are performing the songs. And I
I
think,
see.
I mean, the technology of Suno is incredible. But I mean, who is it really credible for?
Mm,
And
I
it's
see.
like, and I think that's the point. Is like artists need to really learn how to utilize these tools to create more value for them, or even utilize them for genre blending remixes,
Mhm.
utilize them for new creative possibilities that could not have happened. Make me remix their music better. I mean, I
Mm,
have definitely utilized that for that, but it's like also, again, it's just basically forcing what the copyright problems are
yeah.
realistically. And it's companies where if they have market control and financial opacity and they don't want to pay, should they be in business? I don't think so. I don't think ASCAP should be in business anymore. I'm suing them for 123 million with Alibi Music.
Sheesh. Oh my
And I can send you
gosh.
that one as well. Like, I mean, I have all this documented with Digital Music News, and it's like,
Yeah.
if you don't want to, if these publicly traded companies don't realize that creators create the value for their publicly traded platforms, should they be trusted to pay? And the
Mm.
and the answer is no.
Mm.
So banks, I believe, and small business banks specific for music, media, film, episodic film, and even art should be taking over the way that royalties are actually applied for, rather than master publishing and all
Mhm.
this fragmentation that
Yeah.
yielded $600 for a million streams on Spotify
Oh
for
my
the
gosh.
songwriter. So, I mean,
Highway
that's the reason
robbery.
why that's why I think, I mean, AI is a really great opportunity, but
Okay.
it's is it really for? Well,
Mm.
how many artists can really think about themselves as a director? Will these new kind of music videos create more value, or will they deter? Will people
Mm.
be like sick of watching these music videos, or will they be inspired to make videos that never happened before, or create more value
I see.
instead of? I mean, could the independent creator basically take out the agency?
Hmm.
Do you really need an ad agency when the independent creator can create a brand that's equally as, if not better, with the new tools?
With the new
Like, I
tools,
mean,
I see. Mm.
like
Wow.
that's so AI is a really incredible opportunity. I mean, it's like I hope people see what I'm doing and they actually could learn from that
Mm.
how I'm utilizing it to push the limits and change the system
To a
might
whole
be
nother
better.
level. Exactly. What's some
Might
things you
actually,
doing different now to better protect and kind of build the value of your work? Do you do things on your own individual platforms?
yes,
Yeah, like
for
tell me,
sure.
tell us some
Well, yeah, I'm
solutions,
always
Cass.
posting all the time. Like, I mean,
Okay.
social media is such an incredible tool.
Sure.
So it's like, and it's like, obviously I'm developing a tool with Instagram itself
Sh-
with Meta itself. So I'm obviously biased towards them, and I've had success on the Instagram social media. And I feel like but I had success because I collaborated.
I see.
So it's like I think it's important. I'm not a singer or a rapper, but I
Mm.
mean, I songwrite, but it's like, again, I'm always collaborating. So it's
Mm.
like that's what I'm always trying to encourage more to do. But I think it's a combination. It's just putting yourself out there as many ways as
If
possible,
possible. Yep.
collaborating
Mm-hmm.
and tagging. And I think that's the whole entire thing, is how people utilize social media is equally important.
Mm.
So it's yeah, I mean, the way I'm looking at it is the more I'm doing it, the better it
off.
gets.
I
Yeah,
see.
for
Okay.
sure. You know, it's building the franchise, building the brand.
Building a brand up. Okay. What's next for you for the rest of the year, brother? Like
So I'm
what can we
making
expect?
music videos for each of the songs for Signals of the Rain, like, and
Okay.
each and representing what the Signals of the Rain is, and then turning the signals, each of those songs and music videos, into a whole entire musical experience. That is the real end goal, like right now for me. And so it was a dream of mine to write a musical since I was a kid, and it's like after being inspired by George Gershwin and Stephen Sondheim and and Disney even. So it's like I think if I'm going to be in a position to have a musical in my now with this
Mm-hmm.
Signals of the Rain,
Mm-hmm.
I have to like work on the screenplay. I have to work on the videos. I have to get the concept out there as much as I can, because that's the project. It's not just the album that I put up on the line. It's a whole entire media infrastructure experience that I'm able to explore where the technology can really go. So that's what I'm really like. That's what like my plan is, and then seeing where this could go first, and then seeing what new where can I get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
As so
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I mean, as I get, as hopefully I get and we see where this goes, but it's like hopefully my goals is to get this Signals into Rain into like a theater, into an
Nice.
off-Broadway theater first. I mean, I'm in New York, so I mean there's a lot of off-Broadway theater, but it's also a concert at the same time, and there's also singles. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if any other artists want to collaborate at the same time, I'll definitely see. I'm always. I mean, it's part of it. Like, I mean, but I mean, I don't want to limit myself or my talents or my gifts in a sense, because to one kind of medium, and I don't. And I think that's where a lot of artists fail, where they limit
Ah.
themselves to that specific platform. Who cares?
I see. I see. Yeah. So we got Signals in the Rain. We got Little Steps, Big Dreams. Can't forget about
Yes,
that.
that's the single.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
Little
Yep.
Steps, Big Dreams is the single of Signals
Oh,
in the Rain.
Signals in the Rain. Yep. We got the
So
AI
it's
MTV. You can't forget about
yes.
that. GPT Create. I like that. That's dirty dope.
Yeah, that I was trying to create a new distribution service, but
Okay.
Google just came it out. Google just came out with their Flow model, and that was basically what GPT Create is. It's basically an all-in-one distribution service where basically you could create, distribute, and market and basically value in one. And that's what the new Google system is. So I'm going to be interested to see how the creators actually embrace the new Google system of content creation, because I think the beauty of a creator is that you want to experiment with different tools than just
True.
do this.
That's
Just
true.
use the Google for everything. And I think, but Google wants to have market control of the creators so they can get more money from the subscription services that they could be able to monetize. So so that's one thing. I mean, AI MTV is the concept of the lyric visuals, personalized lyric visuals and music videos, personalized for people, like a personalized karaoke machines, or more better karaoke experiences, or better lyric videos for creators, or better lyric visualizations for creators. But again, it depends on who's interested in it. So it's like, I mean, I see AI again, it's like a marketing tool. It's not if you're not performing the song, if you're not marketing the song, if you're not promoting yourself, if you're not, it's like, there's no use.
There's no use.
But again, it's like, we're not going back to CDs and DVDs. And it's like, I really hope, again, like banks get involved, and like laws can change to change the system. And so that is another thing that I'm working on, is my advocacy.
Wow.
So
Okay.
I'm
That's to come
advocating,
to.
in order for the system to really change because of the AI. I'm advocating for 7 laws in Congress. One of them actually just passed.
Really?
But yes, I'm advocating for the Protect Working Musicians Act, HR 5576, which would create direct licensing opportunities between creators and companies. Again, the companies would not exist, Spotify, Meta,
without the creators.
So, but I don't think you can trust the companies to pay either. So I have another law that is actually going to try and figure this out. It's called the Living Wage for Musicians Act, HR 7763, that was supported by the New York City Council and the Detroit City Council, which will basically create a new streaming royalty instead of the MLC and ASCAP, fragmentation. And again, I think it should be paid by banks and public-private partnerships, where basically stream royalties can be applied for to create value and paid, and be regulated through the state governments or the city governments. Especially like for like a city like New York that has the communities of Broadway, Lincoln Center, off Broadway. So
Correct.
there could be more opportunities for those who are actually trying to create the value that they could actually be rewarded in those kind of opportunities.
I see. Not
So
everything go through ASCAP, BMI, and those guys.
no, no more, no
No
more. I
more.
think it
Yeah,
should
we need
go.
something
I think it should
different.
go
Yeah.
through. Well, I mean, Mastercard has already supported this.
Yeah.
So Mastercard is called has a program called the Artist Accelerator. Visa just did a partnership with United Masters and Disney.
Oh, wow. So it's happening.
Yeah, I mean, City National Bank has a program called the Music Banking Program, and Ally Bank has a program for creator banks. Because again, we hate the fraud, the $600 for a million streams on publicly traded platforms like Spotify, the market control, the problems of the market control, the lack of transparency, the lack of communication, the fraud issues, the FBI are now involved. Like, I mean, we don't want this. Banks hate fraud more than anything, realistically, because it hurts them. So it's like regarding this publicly traded streaming platforms not paying, that creates fraud. So, I mean, who's better to regulate this whole entire system?
They're the one who hates fraud. Exactly.
So that's, I mean, so it is going to change the industry. So for those who actually create music, who are actually investing in themselves, who are actually trying to do something positive, will get funding for maybe production, maybe, you know, hiring other people, maybe, you know, partnering with other small businesses, because there's going to be a fund, there's going to be communication through the banks. Maybe that will turn the labels or the good labels into venture capital, where they're actually going to have to find the artists who actually are applying for the royalties instead of hoarding the money to themselves.
There you go. Well,
But the third act, they called American Royalties 2 Act, which would basically recapture HR 4017, which would create the recapture right. So no more outdated publishing systems if they're not willing to adapt to the new way of how music videos can actually, you know, could be personalized and, you know, with the lyric, you know, with what AI MTV is doing, with what Freebeat is. So it's like, and my own lyric video generator is doing. So if they don't want it, the publishers don't want to adapt and keep, you know, ignore me. I signed a 50-song publishing deal with an awful publisher who doesn't want to give me a call.
Wow.
Just kind of like things like that for sync. And it's like, really? Like, that's the nature of the game. It's like,
it's a sharp game.
It's like, so that's another loss. And then the third, fourth is the American Royalties Music Fairness Act, which will finally pay the royalties from radio. But I think the whole entire radio system has to be transparent as well, not for the performing artists, but for everybody involved.
Wow.
If the song is the song is being, you know, if it's being performed, everybody who's a part of it should be compensated, and they should know when their song is being, you know. I mean, Shade 45 is the only one of the only, you know, radio stations that shows all the people whose songs they're utilizing for a playlist. Not all the time, but it's like they're one of the only ones that do that. Like, I mean, yet still they don't want to respect. I mean, yet still I mean, as a composer, if I'm part of a multi-million stream song, I should be able to have opportunities to play with the guy at least.
Absolutely, yeah. I see.
But it's like, I mean, that's, you know, I mean, you know, that's another situation. But that's, I mean, again, it's like, that's why I'm more important about the credit, and the law is changing instead of argument or just getting into lawsuits with people I respect. Who gave me the credit to begin with. Like, if you want. So, and it's all about leverage and building a relationship. And you don't want to sue somebody. Like, I mean, for what? Like, when they don't even know what the rate of the Spotify is. Like,
they don't even know.
Like, that's the problem. If they don't even know the problem, and then
we ain't got no chance.
Well, I mean, I think that's the reason why the laws have to change.
Absolutely.
Because if the laws change to force Spotify to pay everybody when the song is successful, then it'll be a different system. But maybe not them paying, maybe the banks actually having an application process for those who are actually trying to earn the royalties. That's the process.
That's the process.
So, like, I mean, these things are, you know, these issues and everything is the signals of the rain. You know, it's all related to me. So it's all related to my brand, like the advocacy, the technology, and the creation, the constant creation it's all related. So I think there's an incredible opportunity. I really want to see how others in other mediums, in other fields, in other places utilize this technology. You know, so it's very spiritual in a sense when you can see anything you want.
I see, Cass.
So,
yeah, I see, brother. Wow. What's the best way for people to stay in contact with you? What's the best platform?
I mean, you can follow me as Caskeyboardproducer. Like,
Okay.
I'm for sure. I mean, and just, I mean, Signals in the Rain is already, Little Steps, Big Dreams, the big single is already out. So it's like, the whole entire album's out. So it's like, that's one thing. I mean, the advocacy, I'm not, stopping with that. I mean, the New York City Council invited me actually when they invited me when they passed the Living Wage for Musicians Act Resolution 368. So because they support it, they see what they understand what I'm going for, and it's interesting that I could get the politicians and the banks to give me a call back, but I can't get ASCAP to.
Whoa, that's it right there, brother. Wow.
And it's like maybe ASCAP, maybe it's the leadership, maybe it's the system, maybe it's the combination between both. But I mean, regardless, if somebody adds value to a company, or as somebody adds value to a franchise, or if somebody adds value to a brand, they should be given a call, and they should be given like opportunities to be rewarded from that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well,
it's really immoral, that they don't.
Absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Caskeyboard. Man, thank you for educating us.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, thank you for the time, man.
Absolutely,
sure.
man.
And I think it's important. Like, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities, and if you want, I can send you all the links that I've talked about as well. So it's
fantastic. Okay. Well,
for sure,
man. If you guys thank you guys once again for listening to the episode. If you don't forget to subscribe. Once again, subscribe to his platforms. I'm going to give you all of the social media platforms we talked about in the show notes of the episode, so don't worry about that. Leave a review. Share the conversation. This is a message. This is the advocacy message. He's doing a lot of great work, as you can see. The album is out. Stream that. Once again, if you're looking for bookings, if you're looking for anything to partnerships or sponsorships with what he's doing to support, reach out. This is what we do here at Stardom, man. Cassie, man, it's been a pleasure, brother. Thank you so much.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was great. All right.
There you go, man. Stardom Magazine. We going, guys.
Yes.
Peace.
Yes.
Are you on the rise to stardom? Well, get featured in the next issue of Stardom101 Magazine and promote your business or products today. Text MAG to 804-550-8647 or visit stardom101mag.net.
You're listening to the Stardom 101 Magazine Podcast with Christopher Boykin. Be sure to subscribe and download this episode, and continue to listen to Stardom on iHeartRadio or wherever you get your podcasts.